Can one man's struggle for his people's rights ignite a fire that would burn for decades? This is the story of Isaac Adaka Boro, a man whose fight for the rights of the minority Ijaw people of Nigeria led him down a paradoxical path of secessionist, federalist, and eventually a martyr in the Nigerian Civil War. Born in the year 1938 in the town of Oloibiri, the very place where oil would first be discovered in Nigeria in 1956, Boro's life was intertwined with the fate of the oil-rich Niger Delta. After a brief stint as a teacher and a shorter one with the Nigerian police force, Boro found himself at the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, where he studied chemistry and delved into student politics. His passion for his people, the Ijaw, was a beacon guiding his actions, leading him to declare them strangers in their own country. In February 1966, following a coup that brought Agunyi Ironsi to power, Boro led a guerrilla warfare with around 150 volunteer fighters. Remarkably, they held their own against the police for 12 days before being routed by federal forces. Boro was tried for treason, jailed, and during his trial remarked, "There is nothing wrong with Nigeria but the lack of mercy in our activities." Boro's life took an unexpected turn when Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon, who succeeded the murdered head of state Ironsi, found himself facing a major rebellion. Boro, with his understanding of the minority struggle, was seen as an asset in the conflict against the secessionist machinery, dominated by Igbos. He joined the Nigerian army as a commissioned officer, serving under the renowned 3rd Marine Commando Division of Colonel Benjamin Adekunle. Despite their rushed training, their knowledge of the local language and difficult terrain proved invaluable. However, in May of 1968, Boro was killed in Okirika, allegedly by a fleeing rebel soldier during a private visit. His remains were exhumed from Ikoyi Cemetery 45 years later to be reburied in Yenagoa. Boro's fight for his people did not die with him. In 2004, when the Ijaw nation stood up to the federal government with demands, Boro was honored with a protest staged in his hometown of Kayama. This marked the beginning of a decisive phase of the Niger Delta conflict. Boro's legacy continues to influence the Niger Delta conflict. His fight for minority rights and his paradoxical journey from secessionist to federalist serves as a reminder of the complexity of the struggle for independence. His words and actions resonate with the Ijaw people and continue to fuel their pursuit for justice. Boro may have once declared the Ijaw strangers in their own country, but his life's work has ensured that they and their struggle will never be forgotten.